Okay, so welcome back in. If you're just now joining me, I'm Tawana with Tawana's Joni and Things, powered by Make Me Over Styles. And as you see in the video, as it boasts, we're going to talk about a few things that you can add or you can start thinking about right now to go ahead and get those engines in your brain rolling for Black Friday. Okay, so what I'll be launching, and you are the first to hear this, I'm going to be launching my own ebook on how I actually started a Yoni business. I'll be launching it. And best thing about this ebook, you're not going to believe this, it's going to be absolutely free. So what you'll have to do is make sure that you're subscribed to my email list, okay? Because that is the way I will drop it exclusively, right? And so not only is this important that you are on the subscription list to get the free book, you also want to make sure that you're on the subscription list so that you can keep in sync when I drop these wholesale deals for the holidays, okay? So it pays to subscribe, all right? Thank you for hanging in there with me. Hold on. You know I'm going to get right back into it. Give me a second. Hey, welcome back to my YouTube channel. You already know who it is. It's Tawana with Tawana's Joni and Things, powered by Make Me Over Styles. I'm here to drop some jewels today. But before I do that, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you just now stumbled upon this channel, I think you stumbled upon this channel for a reason, okay? So if that be the case, I'd love for you to go ahead and subscribe. That certainly helps me out all across the board. Definitely share this video with your family and your friends, and we're going to get right on into it, all right? So I'm going to give you a second. I'm not in a hurry. I'm pretty patient. Have you subscribed yet? I'll wait. You done? I'll wait. Okay, thank you for that. Okay, so I'm back. Today we're going to talk about your online store. This may serve also as good advice for your brick and mortar businesses, but I'm specifically speaking to online stores and online brands today. Okay, so as we know, the fourth quarter is knocking at our door. I don't have my calendar in front of me. We probably already in it. If not, look, we there, right? So one of the most important things that I want to speak to you today about in this video is setting yourself up to win in the fourth quarter, right? So the first thing I want to say is that this thing they don't happen randomly. It's just not gonna happen. It takes preparation, it takes a strategy, and it takes sticking to the script. Okay, now those things for me are not hard, but putting those things together and putting those things in order is what I find myself having, a difficult time doing sometimes. So that's why I want to share some of this information with you. Okay, so when we speak of setting ourselves up for Black Friday, we do know that the Black Friday sale the day after Thanksgiving, and actually they're pulling the goalpost back because a lot of times they're starting off on Thanksgiving Day. They're doing doorbusters, they're doing sales on the hour and things like that. And so we do know that in the fourth quarter, even if you have not done well all year, even if you have not done well all year in your Yoni business, because that's what my channel is about, right? Yoni stuff, forgive me, right? But y'all know I'm a serial entrepreneur, and I just like to give you guys tips. So if it's like something specifically you want me to speak about Yoni stuff, I definitely will. But in this video, we're going to talk about Black Friday, positioning yourself to win. Okay, so we all know that, like, even if you have not done so well in the first, second, or the third quarter, you could actually position yourself in the fourth quarter when it comes to Black Friday sales. You could position yourself to win and actually make more sales than you have combined in the first, second, and third quarter. Hear me out. Okay, so I'll give you an example of my situation. Previously, I have used the platform Big Cartel, which I still have 3 websites up and running on Big Cartel. And my MakeMeOverFashionStyles.com, I will keep up. It will remain up because that is where most of my customers found me first. However, after being on the platform for more than a year, I noticed This is a good thing to notice. I'm not going to tell you something bad. But I did notice that based on the amount of sales that I made in 1 year, there were some back-end analytics. There were some things that I could not see. There were some things that the platform Big Cartel, there are things that just were not accessible for me to see. So, for example, I mean, engagements. I mean, abandoned carts. I mean, well, integrating it into PayPal will sort of show me abandoned carts, but it certainly wouldn't show me as close or as in real time, I would say, like Shopify would. Okay, so my mentor explained to me that even though I'm more comfortable, because I'm one of those people that like to control my own things, and no, I'm not a narcissist, no, I'm not one of those people I have to have in my way, but I'm one of those people that I could come up with an idea this morning and I want to pull it off, right? And so for me, it's just kind of, look, I'm just not one of those people that just gonna wait till so-and-so call me back or whatever. Like, if I want it, like I want it, right? So that's one of the #1 reasons that I decided to use Big Cartel. So, anywho, when, you know, speaking with my mentor and with her going through the numbers and going through the back-end analytics, the abandoned carts, the integrations, and a whole bunch of things that I was not utilizing and I was not using, because these things are not available on the Big Cartel platform. And I'm not knocking Big Cartel. Every platform has its own perks. So I'm not saying that, because I still love Big Cartel and I'm still going to be on Big Cartel. So hear me out. But anyway, she was just explaining to me, like, Tawana, if you could pull that off on Big Cartel, I wonder what was left behind. Like, I wonder, you know, I wonder, like, what could have happened. And so, you know, for a long time, I just kind of, I listened to her. I let it go in one ear. I'm not going to say I let it go out the other ear. I knew at some point I was going to do it, but I'm just going to be honest with you. Shopify was a little bit intimidating to me, right? You know, coming from me building my own on Big Cartel, which was, you know, really, really simple, to using Shopify, I was just like, you got to be kidding me. Like, you got to be kidding me. Like, this is not one of those things that you're just going to pop on there that day unless you're good at it. But for me, it was one of those things that I just was not going to get on there that day and all of a sudden I'm going to come up with this awesome website. That just was not going to happen. Couple of times I went on there, like, it intimidated me so bad, I just thought, like, you know what, I quit. I freaking quit. But anywho, long story short, I decided, you know what, I'm going to stare this thing in its eye. Because I always tell you guys, you know, there are things you cannot get around them. You know, you cannot just say, I'm not going to deal with it. You got to stare that sucker in its eye and say, you know what, we're going to have to deal today. And so that's what I decided to do. I went ahead and started building the Shopify website. And I'm going to be honest with you. For as many things that, you know, I was able to, on my own, find out how to do, for as many of those that I was able to do, it seems like I was undoing 10 more things on the other side. So, in, you know, all honesty, I felt like I wasn't even getting anywhere, right? So anyway, I had someone assist me and I had someone help me get in there. And when, long story short, we got the Shopify site. And if you'd like to visit, it's TawanaJoniandThings.com, and I'll go ahead and link that description below. But anyway, once we got in there and I start kind of, you know, dropping the website in my group on Facebook, I start kind of dropping the website on both of my Instagram pages, because my overall goal is to transfer, not actually transfer, but actually get some of those customers from Make Me Over's fashion style site over to Tawana Joni and Things, because that's where they learn, you know, about my products from, right? And so I wanted to also give my wholesaler more options, you know. I wanted to make sure that they had interest-free payments. I wanted to make sure they had access to, you know, if they, you know, wanted to go ahead and order their wholesale items and get ready for the Black Friday holidays. I wanted to make sure if, you know, their finances were not where they, you know, thought they should be, that they should, you know, get a option as far as payment. So anyway, all this stuff was important to me. But like I said, I'm thinking, oh my God. So anyway, once we get it all up and running, and look, forgive us if you go on there and still some kinks in the line. Look, we working. But anyway, the most important thing that I learned in Shopify immediately is that this website tracked emails, right? Now, Big Cartel did the same thing. However, I had to get it integrated in the site, and for some strange reason, it just disappeared. I don't even know. You know, how it just disappeared. But it did collect a sizable number of emails before it disappeared. And I don't even know what happened. But anywho, the most important thing I wanted to make sure that I did on my Shopify website was to build the email list, okay? So that's number one. That is the first, that's the most important thing. Many people may think taking product photos. Many people may think posting on Facebook or social media, Instagram, and doing all this. Sis, that's not it. Information is key. You ever notice, like, when you go in a restaurant or when you go even in a clothing store, even online, the first thing they're going to offer you is a discount if you put in your email address, right? Because they do know information is key. So I'm going somewhere with this. For example, if a Fashion Nova, you know, collected all those emails, which they do, imagine the volume of sales they're able to make on pre-Black Friday and Black Friday just based on their email list alone. Okay, that does not even count it coming down your timeline on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and that doesn't even count them. Okay, and just going by numbers, just going by analytics, 50% of your sales will increase by an average of $1 based on your email list. So what I mean by that, say for example, you have maybe 5,000 emails that's locked in your email list, right? On average, if you put together a seamless email campaign, you should look for $1 for each one of those emails. So for example, if you got 5,000 people subscribed on your email list, you should look for sales for up to 5,000 or more. You count them by $1, at least I do, right? But before I knew all this, I was not utilizing my email list, okay? So tip number one for building business for Black Friday, especially for you, because a lot of you guys, you're already on Shopify, but are you collecting those emails? Are you giving some sort of incentive so that your customers will return, or that, you know, you make sure that your conversion rate is still staying level based on the emails? The emails are important. So if you're not using email, if you don't have any way of knowing who your customers are, where they're coming from, MailChimp is an awesome platform. GetResponse is an awesome platform. MailChimp is free unless you decide to upgrade to another level. GetResponse is free for a certain amount of days. I think 30 days for free. Both of those are awesome. And when I suggest something, I always suggest something that maybe you can do on your own, because like I said in the beginning, I'm just one of those people. When I want something done, I want it done. I don't have time to be waiting on this person, that person, that I just don't. And I'm not mean about it. I'm not rude about it, but I'm just one of those people. But I'm just one of those people, when I want what I want, that's what I want. Anywho, so the second thing is going to be building your content. What I mean by building your content is that what do we want to focus on? What are the what products do we want to focus on? What packages do we want to put together? What are we going to offer? Your content is important because these things have to be put in place way before Black Friday, because you're going to have your pre-launches. If you decide to do that, you're going to have your days leading up to Black Friday. So you want to go ahead and have your content ready to go. You don't want to start getting ready. You need to have these things already in place, already ready to go. Okay. So I will say this about content building. A lot of times we are thinking, at least me, like we're thinking off into this too much. Like, it doesn't matter if you have 5 products or 10 products. Stick to your script. Stick to your script. It doesn't matter if, you know, you may see another business, you know, launching and they're offering, you know, this offer and, you know, this doorbuster deal. That may be because their budget can hold it. Maybe your budget can't hold it. Maybe you can't offer that in that manner because you're not going to be able to get the profit from it. And that's okay. I mean, it is what it is, right? But I can tell you, if you go ahead and build your content, whether it be register now or whatever it is, whether it be a registration now for a maybe a free product, a free drawing or whatever, go ahead and build the content right now so that when you're out fishing, for these customers, you're giving them something, you know, tangible that they get, tangible or intangible, whatever it is. But you're giving them that in exchange for their information, okay? So it's a give and take thing. It's always a give and a take thing. Okay, so the third thing, what are you offering? What are you offering? So let me go back to this. Like sometimes, me especially, we're thinking too much, right? So for me, I'm the #1 yoni wholesaler. And so, of course, I'm going to be offering, you know, a pre-Black Friday sale where I go ahead and give you a super deal on your yoni wholesale products. And we're going to also do an amazing deal on toys, okay? But now, alongside that, I'm also going to be bundling packages together. Because when you think in terms of the holidays, what do people always think about? Like, they think of like baskets and candles and things like that when they have to exchange gifts for certain things or whatever. And for me personally, like, I just love baskets. I love things that are, you know, put in like a form where I get 2, 3, 4 things at once. And so for the seller, which will be me, it does more than one thing. First of all, it maximizes your sales volume. So that means you're not only selling one thing, you package 3, 4, 5 things at once. And for your customer, it gives them several things to try. So everybody wins. Does that make sense? Okay, so we don't have to offer all the products. We don't have to have 10, you know, different things we're offering. We can actually just bundle up like 3 different offers and still kill it. But what we cannot do is we cannot be unprepared. So today is September 27th. Let me just make sure it's September 27th. Hold on. It is, I don't know what day it is. Anywho, I think it's September 27th. Okay, so by this time, you should already have started to order your Black Friday products. If you have not, like, what are you doing? Like, it's go time. It's go time right now. So for those of you that, you know, you wonder why, okay, my God, they did that amount of volume of sales. They did that, and I couldn't even do that. Let me ask you a question. When did you start? Because now is the time to start. Now is the time to start collecting those emails. Now is the time to start go ahead and getting them orders in for the products that you're going to put out. Now is the time to contact your vendors. You have no idea if they're on holiday. You don't know what's going on. And the reason why it's important to go ahead and get those products in place is because the Postal Service, all our transport service is about to get swamped. You do not want to get caught in that crossfire. You want to have your things. You want to have them in a timely manner. That way that you're able to put those things together and you're not rushed. Because it's just something about being rushed. It seems like we always forget something. It seems like we get tensed up when we don't have our things in place. The anxiety, it does not have to be hard. We make these things hard. They don't have to be hard. So if you're just now joining me, if you're just now watching me, I'm talking about things that you can do now to go ahead and maximize your Black Friday sales. So let's get this on paper also. What is your overall goal? Let's just write it down. Because if we don't write these things down, if we don't look at it and stare at it in its face, how in the world will we be able to make the goal? Is your goal on Black Friday to make $1,000 that day? Is your goal on Black Friday to make $5,000 in sales? You have to write that down. Only you know that. But once you know that part, you can put yourself in a position to make that type of revenue. Because you'll know how many products you'll need to get there. You'll know based on your email list how many people you have registered, what is the probability of the sale. So all these things count. Now don't get me wrong, I'm not telling you to sleep on Facebook, social media. I'm not telling you to sleep on your TikTok, your Instagrams, and those sort of things. But I'm just telling you what the most important thing is. If you're not utilizing your email list and you're not utilizing your text message marketing, you're doing yourself a disjustice, okay? And if you don't even know how to do these things, that is absolutely okay, because I did not know how to do them either. But the most important thing that I did know is that it's necessary and that it has to be done. So there are things in life, there are going to be situations, there are going to be things that come up in business that we don't have a clue about. But that's okay. There is always someone out there willing to help. So when you look down your timeline and you see people advertising this and they advertising that, give them a shot, sis. I mean, you never know. I mean, you never know if they, can help you. But I can tell you this, there is no excuse to not try. Because if you do, you're only hindering yourself. Okay. The last thing I want to speak about in this video is my experience with influencers. Okay. So I have had, over the last year or year and a half, I have had about, I don't even know. I've had a few influencers for Tawana Joni and things. So I want to give you kind of a comparison. I kind of want to give you an idea of what happened. I will not say either influencer did a bad job. So if that's what you're waiting to hear, that did not happen. That didn't happen. But what I will say is that don't count out those local people around you. Don't count out those people that maybe you see on Instagram just because they're not a celebrity, or just because you think that, they may not have 100,000 followers. Don't count those people out. I say that because out of the number of influences that I've had for Tawana Joni and things, and I will be honest and tell you I have had 4 celebrity influencers. I do know that. I have had 4 celebrity influencers. Neither one of them done me bad. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, I knew the numbers went up. I knew the sales went up. I knew based on the time that they posted. I knew all of that. I get it, right? So I certainly appreciate each and every one of them. And if one of y'all watching, thank you so much. I'm not going to say who it is. But anyway, I will say this also. So I used 3 local, well, I wouldn't say all local. They're not local to me, but I'll just say 3 regular people, quote unquote regular people. One of them was local, 2 of them just regular people. And I found these people because we do similar things. I enjoy their channels. I enjoy the content that they put out. They're consistent. I like their personality and that sort of thing. So I reached out to them and asked them would they be interested in being an influencer for Tawana Joni and things. And so when they agreed, the funny thing is that I think in my mind, just because they were not a celebrity, I didn't expect anything. I didn't expect bad, but I didn't expect good. I kind of just left it up in the wind. Well, let me just tell you. I gave both of them discount codes. I did this because I wanted to know where my clients were coming from. I wanted to know. Well, let me just tell you this. One of my influencers, which will be debuting some more products. She will be doing it again very soon. When I saw the amount of sales that came in with her discount code number on them, she's not a celebrity. Don't get me wrong. She's amazing at what she does. I absolutely love her personality. I love her discipline. I love it all. But I had no idea that she would yield the sales that she did because I don't know why I was thinking a celebrity would yield those sort of sales. I don't know. I don't know what I was thinking. And so that taught me a valuable lesson. Very valuable lesson. The second influencer that I used that was not a celebrity, I've known her for a long time. I know what she does. I absolutely enjoy the work that she does, the things that she does. And I was just appreciative because somebody referred her to me. Again, I'm not going to say I thought that she would do a bad job. I didn't think that she would do a good. I kind of was just neutral. I'm just going to be honest with you. I was just kind of neutral with the whole situation. Well, anyway, we went ahead and got, the things that she wanted me to get delivered to her and that sort of thing. And she started doing, what she do. And let me just tell you, she Oh my God, I may have to reach out to her again because she did an amazing job. But again, buy the discount code because that's the way I was able to track the sales based on the influencer. Her sales also did quadruple what the influencer did. Okay? So don't count out that local person that may be near you. Don't count out that person that is consistently posting. That person that, you know, what they do may complement or supplement what you do. Don't count those out. Don't put a celebrity over them just because of that celebrity status. Because we have to think about it like this. A celebrity, they get hit up all the time to be influencers for brands. That doesn't mean that, and I'm not saying they don't put their heart into it, but I'm just saying for them, the volume of requests that they get is probably unreal. Okay? So when it comes to a local influencer, or the ones that wasn't even local, the amount of followers that she had, those followers didn't look at her like she's a celebrity. They looked at her like, I love your content. I know where you live. I may see you every once in a while. I love your hair. Like, you're freaking awesome or whatever. So I was more up to get a sale from them. Okay? So let's make sure that this Black Friday that we're sticking and jabbing and we're doing it right now. Because even if you're starting today, you're late. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but you're late. And I'm telling you something that I wish someone would have told me last year. But to be honest with you, even last year, I still did pretty decent. With that still being the first time that I, you know, set up all these things on my own. This year, I thought, I'm not, I don't want to play all those roles. But, you know, I thought, you know, if I can get someone else that is an expert at this to go ahead and assist me with doing this, I can only imagine what the outcome will be Black Friday of 2021. So, in short, this is not hard. It is not hard getting yourself and your yoni business or whatever it may be. Whether you have a yoni business, whether it be a lash business, whether it be you sell hair online, whatever it is, the script is the same for us all. So if you're watching me right now, you're thinking, oh my God, I just clicked on a channel for, you know, yoni products. Yes, I am Tawana. I am your #1 yoni wholesaler. So if you are in need of all things yoni, whether it be yoni pops, whether it be yoni pearls, yoni steams, yoni oils, all those sort of things, you definitely can visit me at TawanaSYoniandThings.com or MMOsFashionStyles.com. Those are available in our wholesale section there. Also, we will be launching before Black Friday. This is just our warm-up. This is just our warm-up because I want to make sure that you guys are getting the products that you need to go ahead and fill your online store or your brick and mortar store. Okay, so the beard oil is already on the MMOsFashionStyles.com website and also on the Tawana Yoni and Things website. These beard oils come already ready to go, packaged just like this, except they do not have a label on them, okay? So they're already ready to go. I done your job for you. I already done the job for you, okay? Also, we will add our wholesale yoni wash. They come already in your 4-ounce bottles, already ready to go. Already ready to go. In the beginning of this video, you probably seen video of me pouring up our oils. So we will do fragrance oils also, and just a host of other things. Okay, so there is no excuse. There is no excuse. Our yoni bars, absolutely, we wholesale those. Those start at a quantity of 10, and there are several options of yoni bars. If you want to go ahead and get your holiday packaging together, where you want to put a deal together with a yoni bar, tightening gel, a yoni oil, yoni steam, and those sort of things, all those items are available wholesale right now. The beautiful thing about it is on the Tawana Yoni and Things website, if you purchase more than $50, you can get the payment buy now, pay later option, which gives you the option of paying your total bill in 4 payments, okay? So I definitely want to make sure that I got that out before the holidays. So in short, this Black Friday, there is no excuse. You are late if you're not on the job. You are late. So do not sit there on Black Friday and say, oh, I wish I would have done this. I'm telling you now, it's go time. It's go time. It's time to get Black Friday ready. If you don't have any idea where to get your products from, I wholesale all things Yoni. I wholesale adult toys. I wholesale, if you ask me for something, hey, I probably have that and it's just not up on the website. So important thing is your email list, building the email list, building your content. We do not have to sell everything, okay? I don't care if it's just 3 items. Let's make sure that we have those 3 items and we have those 3 items available. We built our content and we're ready to go. Stick to it. Stick to it. Make a plan. Pull your calendar out and go ahead and stick to it. Go ahead and figure out what days I'm gonna go ahead and market this. I'm gonna go ahead and advertise this. Or I'm gonna go ahead and offer this. We have to already get into the minds of our potential customers, because studies show that it typically takes a person visiting your website or having contact with you at least 6 times. 6 times, that seems like a lot, right? But it's the truth. But 6 times before they actually feel comfortable enough to place a order with you, okay? So don't be afraid. Like when you are advertising your product on whatever platform, I know sometimes you're thinking, dang, I bet people are getting tired of me. But let me tell you something, sis. If they're getting tired of you, they'll delete you. If they're getting tired of you, honey, they can stroll on along. I used to feel that way even about my YouTube channel, even about, whoever's looking at me right now. But I had to learn that, like, I do not force them to look at me. Not at all. They're looking at me for, they're looking at me for whatever reason. Whether it be I give good content, maybe they just like the way I talk, or whatever it is, or I'm giving them some value. You know what I'm saying? So always know that you are worthy. Always know that, who gives a shit about, what, whoever else, look, who gives, whatever. But anyway, we got to get focused. We need to get going. So if there is a question, if there is like maybe a topic you would like me to talk about, if I can explain something in depth about Yoni products, definitely let me know. If you go on the website and maybe something is not clickable, because again, we're still building on that website, definitely let me know. I'll definitely check that out. I'll definitely fix that for you. But it's time to go, sis. It's time to go. It's time to go. So I will challenge you to do this. Some of you that are watching me right now, you're not subscribed to my email list. I would appreciate if you go ahead. It doesn't cost you a thing. I'm going to drop the link. All you have to do is go to TawanaJoniandThings.com. The email list is going to come right up, or the pop-up subscription box is going to come right up. Just put your information in there. Because I can tell you right now, my ebook is about to drop. Surprise! My ebook is about to drop. So the ebook will be free. Basically, it will tell you how I started a successful Yoni business. But you will have to be subscribed to get the email. I'm not just going to randomly put it out there for anybody. If I can exchange and show you how I did this, then the least you can do is give me your email. You know what I'm saying? And so you'll be the first to get that content because you are subscribed. So definitely don't miss out on that. Another thing to keep in mind, the MMO's Fashion Styles website will remain up. It will remain up, okay? So for those of you that wholesale Yoni products, if you have your own business and you have no idea where to get your Yoni steams, or you want to add Yoni gowns, or you want to do, please reach out. The time is now, okay? Definitely make sure you look at our refund policy and that sort of thing before you place your order. Next thing, if you could share my business with your family and your friends, that would absolutely make my day. And last but not least, definitely go ahead, get that engine moving for Black Friday, okay? No excuses. There's no excuses. Don't be that one sitting there on Thanksgiving Day thinking, oh my God, I should have done that. Oh my God, I should have done that. The time is right now. As far as adult toys, I know I have to be very careful when I talk about this on YouTube. A lot of you know that I sell the Rose toy, but I can just about get my hands on any toy. So for those of you that are in the adult business and you need a vendor and you need someone to get you your products pretty fast, you need somebody dependable, that's going to be a hot ticket item also for the holidays. If you want to include that in your packaging, I'm just kind of giving you ideas, I'm just telling you something somebody didn't tell me. You understand what I'm saying? But I'm going to be your one-stop shop for any of that, okay? So anywho, that's my spiel for today. I'm Tawana with Tawana's Yoni and Things. Just giving you some tips about maximizing your Black Friday sales, girls. If you have not done well in your first quarter, quarter, your second quarter, and your third quarter, this fourth quarter could certainly make up for all the business that you lost in the first, second, and third quarter. Don't sleep on this, okay? Anywho, that's my spiel. Thank you so much for tuning in. You know it's Tawana with Tawana Johnny and Things, and I'll be hitting you up with another video very soon. Ciao for now.